man. How you doing? Right. Play a little bit of Spider-Man just now. I don't know if I can stream it though. The game is super CPU heavy. People with better computers than mine are complaining about it, so I might try it later. Works fine when you're not in the city. When you're in the city, it drops frames quite a bit, so I don't know if it's, Oh, Spider-Man. Care about Tower of Fantasy more if I could play it on the phone, but it runs like trash. It runs like really badly. Another poorly optimized Asian service game. Seems alright, but probably mostly play that at my other job. Playing the same track again. Oh no, it's not. Weird. feel as fun as they did in the last cap. Feels like the other characters got more interesting stuff than he did. Kind of like struggling. He has a decent build too. I put a couple months of work into him last time I played. Might be better to use rental gear. It's taking too long. Bossing's taking too long. I don't even remember what he has on. It's been so long. I think it's like the FF7 remake where the texture streaming doesn't work too well. We'll try it later. We'll try it later. I just feel like playing this for now. Really in the mood for tech support tonight. While I play this Streets 4, I'll try Spider-Man. See if I can stream it. But I couldn't stream God of War either. That game had texture streaming issues, but I ended up not liking that game anyway. The game got uninstalled pretty fast. Felt like God of War without the fun. Constant cutscenes and talking. Combat was worse. It was just too much like Souls. But I couldn't stream that game. I tried to. Poor computer couldn't handle it. I definitely would have played that game without streaming. Played it offline if I liked it, but I just couldn't get into it. Super close camera and the slow axe and just everything. It just wasn't fun to me. At least the old ones were like just jank, Western-made character action games, which is better than what they're doing now, in my opinion. It is what it is, though. Spider-Man port seems like it works fine for some people, but there's people with like way better rigs that have like stuttering and stuff. I feel like the next couple years of PC ports are going to be really awkward. Because they're designing them around the console hardware, which is actually better in some ways, believe it or not. Kind of at that point now. How those the NVMe drives in there can stream data really fast. So when they try to put it on PC, you know, with PC you have to kind of, when you're making a PC port, you have to be like, okay, there's going to be like the power users that have like a much better computer than PS5. Make it work for them, but then everybody who doesn't have the money to do that, sometimes it doesn't work properly. But it seems like they will fix it. They put out a lot of patches for God of War, for what it's worth. I don't think it'll be a Final Fantasy VII Remake scenario where they basically just take your money and run. They didn't fix jack shit in that game. Community fixed them for them, which is pathetic. Especially because that port's like 2 years late, too. That's what makes it worse. It would have been somewhat acceptable if it was like a day one port, or like slightly late. No. It's not quite as bad as Final Fantasy, but a lot of the same problems. I want to talk to the computer shop here and see if they'll let me go on a payment plan to upgrade my computers. It's starting to get to the point where I'm going to need to do that soon. I think that would be good to do. I would definitely go for like a 3080, an i9. That's about it, really. Probably use a lot of the other stuff I already have in there. Unless you just need a MOBO, a new GPU, and a processor. I'm gonna try to talk to them tomorrow and see if they'll do that. I kind of doubt it. But if they did let me do that payment plan again, it would be really nice. Especially because card prices are starting to crash. Because crypto is not doing too well. Plus the 4000 series is coming out soon. I feel like people won't really want those that much though, because there isn't anything a 30 series card can't run, unless it's complete garbage port. I hear those things you basically need to get like a really heavy power supply to use, so that's going to turn off a lot of people. And the price of them, 30 series cards are starting to get more affordable. I probably would go for like a 3070 Ti or a 3080. See if they'll let me pay it off in like installments or something. no wonder. Just barely. Hit that crit though. Max crit. I can get a couple epics out of this, it'll be worth it.
Nice.
Time I see this boss's name, I think of Specchio from Chrono Trigger. Gotta run around in a circle to get your magic. Yeah, that game is on mobile too. I wonder how good the port is. They have Valkyrie profile on there as well. The problem with the Valkyrie profile is it's so easy to break that game. You literally become invincible. The balancing in that game is not good. It's still a great game, but just need guts and what's it called? Auto item or something. Basically stay invincible forever. Wonder what build is good on him, because he doesn't do long combos. He does long combos, but not with the combo bar. Just mostly shorter moves. He doesn't have like really big multi-hitting moves, so a lot of the gear probably doesn't work too well with him. I'm wondering what people run on him now. Because my other three main characters, they all hit tons of times, so you can proc a lot of the stuff like almost all the time. But with him, it's going to be harder to do a cookie cutter build like that, because you see, he doesn't hit that many times. It's mostly short range. Oops. Iksa! Two epics! Two epics in scenario mode is quite good. A lot of people say you should not skip scenario mode. You should do the whole thing because enemies have less health. So if you can get a couple epics while you're leveling, it definitely helps. I just don't know how the hell to build him because he can't do big combos. Can't do multi-hitting combos. He doesn't have anything that hits multiple times besides Tornado Kick and Flame Tornado. I'll have to look up and see what I can come up with him. My other characters basically they just have a lot of like proc chance on. Which if I just like push the button once, they hit like 800 times. So pretty much everything procs like 100%. With him, I don't think that's really viable. I wish he was in duel. They actually play quite a bit differently from the female version. I'm probably gonna do Nedmaster though. Nedmaster or Street Fighter. That game gets anything else. Good old Nobuyuki Yama. What a beast. What's wrong with it? What happened? I haven't been following it. I feel like some of that is not the game's fault, though. The game definitely has problems, but most EVO announcements, they didn't really announce that many new games this year. I'm guessing they have stuff coming for current gen, but they're like not ready to show it yet, which is a good thing. I don't want to know about it when it's 3 years away. But this year, the theme of EVO is pretty much, look, we have these old games that we know you guys like and you want to play, but you can't because the netcode is trash. So we're gonna fix that. That has made a lot of people revert back to their old games. Which isn't a bad thing. KOF 15. KOF 15 is getting crossplay, and then a bunch of other stuff too. They announced like 5 characters. SNK is like not really doing blind season passes, which I appreciate. Fighting game blind season passes are the worst, especially if it's based on an existing property or it's like a legacy IP. They might add characters you can't stand and they don't fucking tell you, so you gotta just roll with it, buy it blindly, and hope they add someone you like. I feel with non-fighting games, it's easier to get away with that, but it really sucks. Yeah, this year was kind of just existing games getting new stuff. Which isn't bad. Fighting games already have the problem of being, they get obsolete really fast. Being a pro fighting game player kind of sucks because sequels come out pretty often. As if you're into like esports games, you can play those for a long time. And well, they already announced a balance patch. It's just pretty high chance of making the game not fun to play anymore. So I don't know what to think about that. I don't think it's going to be like the Melty patch, which is basically just fixing system mechanics and the way that the game is designed. It's less about like really messing with the characters too much, from what we know anyway. I've only been playing that game for like a week, so I can't comment on that, but definitely run a risk of ruining it. Because it's happened to many fighting games. NRS games get like that too. They just gut the characters so that nobody wants to use them anymore. You don't know how to like balance them fairly. I wish they could take a hint from Battle for the Grid. It's like, look, we don't want you to do jab infinites or 2-button infinites or something. We want you to still play the game, but we're not gonna make your time investment useless, which is what happens most of the time. I honestly feel like that game should have had chicken blocking, air blocking and stuff, like a push block. That's what's weird about that game, is it feels like it's supposed to be an anime game, so it's supposed to have that stuff, but it's like weird anime Street Fighter. Like a heavy focus on neutral and you know, spacing and stuff, which isn't bad. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just you also have like screen-sized hitboxes and weird stuff like that. It doesn't really mesh together very well. You can't have both. Games like that are usually like Samurai Showdown, where things are grounded. I mean, you're still doing like crazy stuff in Samurai Showdown, but there aren't like half-screen hitboxes and like 10-second long block strings. You have all that, but then like defending yourself in that game is kind of whack. You kind of gotta sit there and take it. You can't really do much. That was the hardest thing for me to learn playing that game, was that it looks like they're open, like they're minus on block, but they're plus on everything. It made learning that game really hard, because I'm used to like... I've never really played with frame data in mind, but I just kind of have an intuition of like, okay, this move is safe, or this move is unsafe. But no, if they're using bar in that game, it's plus. Their communication has been pretty bad. You should tell people what's going to be in the patch. The Melty Blood, they haven't shown any footage, but they like intensely detailed what they're changing, so it's enough. Plus, it's like a week and a half between announcement and patch, so you don't really need to build up hype. With DNF Duel, it's like, oh, balance patch is coming. I'm like, well, that has pretty big implications, because fighting games can get ruined by balance patches. The thing about DNF Duel is, it's not really them doing knee-jerk reactions to people complaining. It's like, there are actually legit problems with the game. It's just a matter of how they fix it. And they're being very vague, so it's kind of driving people away, especially when already released games before it are still getting new stuff, or rollback, at least. I definitely wouldn't mind trying Dragon Ball FighterZ when it gets rollback, but I couldn't stand that netcode. It was awful to play. I heard the Persona netcode is not that great, the rollback. I kind of wanted to grab that, but oh wait, it's still in beta. Yeah, this EVO was really weird, announcements-wise. Last couple EVOs, they had like more of a focus on new games, but good 4.5 levels today. Oops, I don't want to use that on him. He doesn't need anything. He's got a lot of stuff in there. Four fatigue bars depleted today. Not bad. And the next step is to get all these guys 16k fame so I can farm Noblest Code. That's kind of what I'm working on right now. I should use those, huh? Free up some space. Got a couple upgrades in here. That's actually not bad.
いつまでも待ってます。
Oh man, the trailer music. They spam this a lot back in the day. Always play this music. Every trailer. Constantly. It's good times, man. I miss it.
こんにちは。セリア・クリーンと申します。
Track right here. Good track. Blood on the Keys is pretty good too. I like that track. That's right. Star Ocean 6 is, I believe, the day before or after Bayonetta 3. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do there. Star Ocean 6 looks concerningly good, though. I'm actually shocked at how good it looks. And the marketing for it has been really good, too. Star Ocean's been shit for a long time, so... I hope they hope they don't drop the ball, but at the same time, they already kind of have been for the past 2 games. So, but it looks surprisingly competent, especially the marketing. They've shown a lot of the game mechanics and the story. It's like actually pretty well balanced. Normally, it's like we're just gonna show you a bunch of cutscenes. It's like that's cool and all, but
back in the fight.
It's still a video game. I need to know a little bit about the gameplay at least.
Fielding.
Apparently you can map all the moves at once. So you can have all 10 moves at once. And you can also change the armor properties. The iframes can be changed now. And there's the hidden moves as well, like this dive kick. This feels pretty nice. Probably do more with that with more hit stop though. I want to try Cherry's moves.
I'm no daddy's girl. are under arrest.
You know what, I want to try mapping all the moves myself. I think I'm gonna try to do that right now. Because this mod is fun, but a lot of the combos don't really work properly. As the hit stop is decreased, certain things don't work like they should. He got a new move too.
I don't need weapons. I am the weapon.
Trying to get an S rank for this, but I'm probably just gonna stop streaming soon. So it'll probably take me a while to get the swapper set up. And I think I want to try to get to bed earlier tonight, because I want to go to the game center tomorrow. It's very rare that I get more than one day off a week. I should go do something. Today I just didn't feel like doing anything. I ordered food and hung out with the cats and played DFO. That's it. I should go do something tomorrow, so I want to make sure I don't... I'm up too late. Get out of here by like 11 or noon. I think I might have more fun just messing around with these moves without this mod, because the mod is... it's fun, but it gets a little frustrating. You kind of like walk circles all around you, which is already a problem in the base game, but now it's just like they just Akuma teleport. Just have Goku's instant transmission. It gets a little old sometimes. The Murphys will just come over and like freaking flash speed. Speed force. Like, yeah, I don't always want to deal with that all the time. It's fun for what it is, but I'll just make my own mod. I might actually start stream some of that later. That was almost good. Okay, Gary, I call him Gary, Murphy, gut punch. Put a stop to that. That run I got last night, I should have recorded that. That was a pretty solid run. Fucking Murphy, man, just like the moment you're out of iframes, he's got his hitbox ready. Give you a good old-fashioned gut punch, just make you lose your lunch.